Welcome to day 18 of Barvember and our video solutions. Question 1. And we'll start as always to see how many bars we think we need here. Well, this story is about Pam and her 12 sweets. So I think we're just going to have one bar that we're then going to split up into parts. So that's how we're going to start. And let's see how we go. Now 12 is quite a small number, so I can actually just split my bar into 12 parts, and then it's going to be much more obvious what's happening. Here, our curly bracket that we often use indicates that that represents all 12 of these, and we can see the 3 that we're allocating to her brother and then the 4 to her sister, and we're using the question mark as we always do to indicate what we're trying to solve, which is the rest of this. So follow the maths, and if you've got any questions, speak to your teacher. Question 2. As always, how many bars have we got? Well, this story looks as if it's about Dan and Jack, so we're going to try with 2 bars. And Dan's bar is 6 times as long as Jack, and we've indicated that by splitting it into 6 parts, and those are 6 equal parts. And it's a massive clue in our bar modelling that when we have equal parts, we're going to be doing a multiplication or division problem. So we'll see how that pans out in due course. We use the double-headed arrow here to indicate the difference between, or how many more, how many less, how much older, how much younger. In this instance, Dan has 40 more books than Jack, and we've indicated the value on the arrow. And the question mark, as always, represents what we're trying to find out or to solve, which is how many books does Dan have. It's very easy in a problem like this to just work out what one of the parts is equal to and then think that we've solved it. Very good idea to have in your model the question mark so that your model is self-contained and you don't need to read the question anymore. So see how the calculations pan out. And sure enough, we do have a division calculation because we can see that 40, the double-headed arrow with the 40, covers 5 of our equal parts. And I'll let you follow the rest of the maths through. So with our equal parts, we had both a division and a multiplication problem. Question 3. Start as always with how many bars we've got. Well, we've got Dave and 2 friends, so 3 bars. But actually the question is really about the bag of flour, so we'll start off trying to deal with 1 bar for the bag of flour. And we see straight away in that key line that we have 7/8, so we have 8 equal parts in our picture. And when we have equal parts, that's a big clue that we might have a multiplication or division problem. Also fair to say that we've got some fractions going on here. We've got 7/8, we've got a half, we've got a quarter. And a question like this is going to be made an awful lot easier if you know how to convert your basic fractions to and from equivalent fractions. And if you can do this very quickly, then it preserves your working memory if these are number facts for you. So let's carry on and see how we're going. So there's Laura's a half of our big green bar, and there's Peter's quarter, and you can see that we can do this very easily, because we can recognize that half is 4/8 and that quarter is 2/8, and those are equal fractions. We're asked how much is left, and indicating that with our question mark. And very important to remember that there were only 7/8 of flour in the bag, so it's one, not two, of these parts that we're after at the end. Okay. And finally today, question 4, as always, starting with how many bars. Well, I suspect it's going to be 2, because we have Amir's number and Eva's number. And that first line is very, very clear. They're thinking of the same number, so our bars must be equal. That's absolutely critical here, that in that innocent line are thinking of the same number. That must make our bars the same. Amir doubles the number. So instead of having 2 equal parts, we now have 3. He adds 7. Eva triples the number, so we've now got 5 equal parts, and then she subtracts 9. Now this next line, they get the same answer, indicates that at this point here, where our dotted line is, these numbers are equal. So equal parts, always an indication that we've got a multiplication or division problem going on. But equally, in this instance, some of our bars are equal, some of our bars aren't equal. So let's see how we go from here to try and see what's going on. And I'll let you follow through the maths here. And it's that key step now to recognize that this little part in Eva's bar must be the same 7 that we have up on Amir's bar. Okay, and that's the end of our video solutions for today. 2 more days to go.